Of course.
Yeah.
It's true influence, true
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
So how'd you end up meeting them and getting on the team
So,
or leading the team in this case?
it's you got to go like into the backstory a little bit.
Yeah.
I became a lawyer for very personal reasons. My brother was wrongfully convicted in 2005 of a crime that he absolutely did not commit.
Damn.
Wow.
I was like club promoting and in the mixed martial arts world at the time. And when I watched my mom and dad, their hearts just break. My brother go to jail. The effect it had on my family. I said I had to do something. So I got into the fight to try to free my brother from jail. My brother did 10 years, 5 of those years in the box. And
What crime did they charge him with?
he was accused of hurting a child that he absolutely did not hurt.
Oh,
Wow.
This is my adopted brother, born addicted to heroin and alcohol, really never dated much. He had a girlfriend who had a kid. She was abusing the kid.
Oh.
She got caught. The cops said, testify against her and you walk. My brother's a paranoid schizophrenic. He did not have the right lawyer. He did not have the right medical attention. He did not want to testify. The cops got mad at him, threatened him with 125 years of incarceration, and said, or you can take this deal for 15 years. He goes, oh, that sounds good. And off he went. And it was a horrible day. And I decided to become a lawyer. It took me 10 years. And I was not able to help my brother in any meaningful capacity, but I committed my life toward fighting for people who were over-persecuted or prosecuted by government, wrongfully accused, wrongfully convicted, so on and so forth. After January 6th happened at the Capitol, I started representing those people. I said, these are the people who are being targeted. I'm going to represent these people because I do not like the way that the government is going after them for their political beliefs.
Yeah.
It's not so much about what they did. They're being persecuted for who they believe in and who they voted for, right?
Right.
Some of these people showed up, and even if you punched a cop, right? Who goes to jail for 20 years for punching a cop? If you pulled a fence, the guy just got 18 years the other day for pulling a fence. Enrique Tarrio didn't even go to the Capitol. He got 22 years, a guy from Miami, right? So
Oh, wow.
22 years just happened this week. I said, I have to stand up for these guys. I have to do something. And in the beginning, nobody would go on TV. Nobody would talk about this stuff. So I said, well, I'm going to go. I'm going to talk. Put me in, coach. Send me. And I made a name for myself. I got some good results. I went from being a regional lawyer to sort of a national lawyer. Some people in my world, in Tate's world, knew each other. And they said, hey, what about this guy? Check him out. They looked at me and said, it sounds good. We met up, and the rest is history. It was.
You went to Romania, right?
Yeah, I went to Romania. I went there with Tucker Carlson. I put that whole interview together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What was your first impression of Andrew and Tristan when you met them for the first time?
They honestly they were exact. So one thing about Andrew and Tristan, as you guys know, is they are who they are in person and online. And I recognize that immediately. Real recognizes real. So I could tell by the way I interacted with them, by the way I shook their hands, that they were the same people 24/7, 365, and I respect that a lot.
Yeah.
I also was happy to be there and happy to help them. These are two guys who are good guys. They're philanthropists. They don't get enough credit for all the good work that they do in the world. They're outspoken. They have a lot of friends. They have a lot of enemies, but there was nobody sort of stepping into the gap saying, hey, I'm willing to take on this case, stand up in front of the world and say, you can't do this. What's happening to them is wrong, and to fight for them in a meaningful way. So I was honored to be there. I was happy to be there. And it's not very often that a man has a chance to show up for two warriors. These are world champion kickboxers, warriors online, chess warriors, the whole nine. These are brilliant, brilliant guys who are unable to defend themselves in the court of law. They can defend themselves great in the court of public opinion, but they needed somebody in the court of law to jump in to help them. And I was happy and honored that I was able to do it.
Yeah, because it's crazy. People that meet Andrew and Tristan, they know how they are as people, but a clip people see out of context, they make a lot of jokes, but they take it serious. So it's kind of like unless you meet them in person, you kind of have that idea of them, but you met them in person, so you know. Yeah,
I know for sure, for sure. And just great. Opened their house to me. Opened everybody that was there was treated the same, and he's surrounded by his day ones. They both are family and friends that they've been in forever. A very tight circle, smart thing to do. One of the things that when you come up from nothing, you take your people with you, and you're very weary of outsiders. And you know they run a tight ship, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, especially nowadays, you have to be careful.